Happy Monday, ladies and gents.
Oops. How we doing, everybody?
What's up?
What is up?
Hope you guys are spending tons of money today. It's been an incredible week. The sales today are insane. So if you're heavy in OA, please get after it.
Warner, it was better today or on Friday?
Today.
Today's better, yeah.
But you're saying better deals to be had today than on Friday?
Yeah. And I mean, the market's also up on a lot of stuff. So theoretically, you're probably, if you could choose one day, it would probably be Friday, just in terms of FBMing 3 days extra, right? Proof of concept and such. But yeah, both fire. We've been feasting FBM, dude, right? That's the thing. It's like the only 3 words, right? FBM right there. Those are the only 3 words that
the competition on some of the acquiring the product is probably down. A lot of people are probably out of money.
Well, that's a good point, right?
That is true.
So yeah, guys, there's so many deals. Yeah, yes, exactly. Yes, Neuros 5, very good work. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
It's not a bad thing to be out of money either. That means you succeeded.
Yeah, you got a wealth to the moon. You got to squeeze the FBM wealth and do not let go of it, right? Decades of your life you can get back in the next month in terms of proving what you're capable of, right? Let's get to it, ladies and gents. Now, also, in 2 hours at 8 p.m. Eastern, we are ending the only sale of the year we're running for the FBA roadmap. So that's linked down below in the description. It's also linked to my bio on Instagram. There's a whole bunch of good stuff in there, bonuses, a whole bunch of content Warner and I don't share online. And we only run one sale all year for it. And there's a full 2-week money back guarantee on that as well.
So essentially a no-brainer.
Biz are in fact tapped. Yeah, see, that's the thing. The first big body Q4, you do have to tap into the personal credit lines, or at least I did.
Heavy.
Yeah, I did too. You don't have to if you got a family.
You definitely don't have to. Yeah.
Calculate the risk, all that kind of stuff. Don't screw your credit score. But if you're a kid,
I remember there were times where when we were on calls, we were scrambling for debit cards.
Like any ounce of cash you can find.
Well, the best was the all-out Amazon Express, the short-term loans, actually too. Yeah, the short-term loans came big.
Like a 12-hour loan, 16-hour loan.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I would have my shit so dialed that sometimes I would be off by a day in terms like when I needed it by. So I would occasionally need the Wi-Fi Astronaut Express or all-out Amazon Express loans.
Then one more shipment before December 1st. Yeah, go for it.
Woke up, FBM, Jim. Oh, wow. He FBM twice for the day. Okay. It's good. Get the reps in, boy. Get the reps
Somebody
in.
said sending one more FBA shipment before December 1st. Don't stop sending on December 1st. Keep sending FBA shipments in the whole rest of the year. Sales go crazy in January. They'll go crazy the whole rest of the year. Don't stop sending stuff to FBA.
But Chad scale the FBM. If you can sell those same items FBM today, sell those same items FBM today, because your ancestors probably went to war, right? Probably like they trekked into, lands they hadn't been to before and such, right? All over the earth, right? Different view. So you got to FBM heavy because that's what they want you to do, right?
That's what they were thinking about on the Oregon Trail, right?
Legit. Yes. The Oregon Trail, all that. Yeah. Yeah. Legit.
Yeah. FBA stuff that doesn't go insane during December, but you are costing yourself a bunch of money by not FBMing anything that is actively decreasing in sales rank quickly.
Yep. Yeah. And that's the thing. You can test stuff out so easily too. You can saddle in for 2 days in 0-day handling time with repricer on and see what happens. Like you'll be shocked by how well some stuff's going to sell. Yes. Pick a Rick, Chad, scale it. Absolutely.
Got B Core.
Brock said, where does he come up with this stuff? That's a good question.
No one knows.
Best B Core settings for FBM. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure my video has FBM stuff on it. I know the one that's in the roadmap has FBM. So if you're in the roadmap, just go watch that video. Yeah.
And honestly, it's going to be pretty similar in that like the big driver of your success is going to be handling time and inventory quality being by far the most important part of that. Your maximum doesn't really matter. The mode, you can keep it simple. AI equalizer. The minimum also is going to matter too.
I feel like on B Cool, all the rules are going to do the same exact thing. I can't imagine that there's tangibly too much different that goes on behind the scenes between all of them.
Yeah, and the key is like FBM during December is basically FBA comparatively, right? So like you're fine.
So these checking couch cushions and pants pockets for any extra dollar. There was a time where I'd be trying like Walmart gift cards on Target just to see if they would work. That's how desperate it was.
This is a fantastic tweet right here, Ronald. If you're the Ronald I know from my coaching group, I need you to fire that off on the timeline instantly right there. That's your first career 30 to 50 liker potentially.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. The
buy box is all I need.
There's a remix. Mod, did you catch the remix?
There's a remix?
Oh, not from that.
The Ant remix. Yeah, the Ant remix.
Oh, lit. Okay, no, I didn't peep that.
We got like give it a couple months, we'll have a whole album dropping, but from these boys.
Bro, I think the second one goes harder than the first, low key. He was like, cash flow is so smooth, something about constipation or something. It was so hard.
I can't wait to do the buy box bandits with him too.
Well, the deals continue. Yeah, probably for like a day or two. So like definitely squeeze today. Like stay up late tonight if you're prioritizing your time and all that kind of stuff. I would imagine we'll see it for another day or two, but after that, it'll start going away.
Now, there will be some sales that continue. There's also going to be a lot of early December sales. The nice thing is that you need items to be on sale less and less as the value shoots up, the demand shoots up, etc. Right here. So like low key, like comparatively, like the sales are a lot worse December 5th, but the buying is fairly close to just as good, especially because you're buying deeper on stuff, honestly. So this momentum is going to continue.
And if you've played your cards right, you would have so much validation. Right, so 4 or 5 iterations deep that products are going to operate how you expect. Right, so now you have more confidence to maybe even buy more expensively because you've proven 4 times through that a certain product is selling at a certain price point. Right, you have that extra validation because you've done it properly, as we've been kind of instructing November, early December.
This is a good point, Scott. Yeah, that's a very, very good point. There's also a lot of good sourcing in early spring, like April and such.
Yeah.
Well, think about too. So a lot of stuff that does well during Q4 is like candy, right? Like a lot of these candy, chocolates, like grocery products. And you'll notice that some of those ASINs will spike during February for Valentine's Day. They'll spike again during March for Easter, right? Or March, April for Easter as well. So some of these products too, like they'll tank during December, right? So hold your price high. If you don't sell through everything you got, typically you'll sell through during Valentine's or Easter.
Yep. How long does the verge of late shipment last for FBM? So it depends on what category it's under, whether it's like order defect rate, late shipment rate, etc. The nice thing is if you go to the specifics of that in Seller Central, you'll be able to see which one and how long it'll affect you.
I think the late shipment's 7 days, isn't it?
Yeah, it trails. I think it's 7 days. Yeah, so like the nice thing is you can fix that really, really quick. And you should.
Jules, go ahead.
All right. Okay. So never ship products late. If you have to ship an item the next day by accident, which will occasionally happen, always buy the shipping label on time so you're not penalized.
So Jules had a good question here. He said, is the right order LLC, then business credit card, then business bank account? So I would go LLC, EIN, business bank account, business credit card. So your EIN is basically the secure, think of it as like the social security number of your business. You have to have an EIN in order to open a business bank account. So get your LLC established, apply for an EIN. It's free on the IRS website. Never pay a service to do it. It takes 45 seconds and it's free. Once you get your EIN, you can then open your business bank account. Once you have cash in your business bank account, open your business credit card, use that bank account to pay off that credit card.
Bro, in the day, I paid Zen Business like $700 to do mine.
For an EIN. When I first opened my first Amazon entity, same thing. I went through LegalZoom, I think like $100 for the EIN. And I remember it took like 2 weeks to get back to me. So this whole time I'm like itching to call suppliers. When in reality, I could have done it on the IRS website for free and had my EIN in 45 seconds.
Yeah, the whole thing was like $700, like $699. It was
crazy.
It's insane. It's insane that they're still charging like that. And like I don't know.
Well, they will always
like $50 or something. Like
there will always be people who will buy it because like yes, it's easy to set up through your state where no matter what state you're in, but like. Again, it's just like people think it's an intimidating process.
There's always going to be the Chad Scaler that's laying in bed watching a Flips4Miles YouTube video at like 2 a.m. and instantly feels the need to make a business.
Corey, you should post the meme where the guy's in class like, and be like wholesale sellers trying not to buy OA stuff this weekend.
That's been me the past month.
Oh, that's a 50 liker right there. That's a 50 liker.
How do you track your gift cards? Just track the difference between like what you've paid for them and what you've made on them, rather than trying to do it on a COGS basis. And then just take that at the end of the year as income.
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate your videos. Help me get ungated, dude. I got you.
So this person asks, what are your thoughts on selling expensive $1,000 plus items on Amazon, such as 100-inch TVs and other items? So if you're going to be selling products that have a super high sale price like that, make sure your margin is high, not your ROI, your margin. So I don't sell high price products unless my gross margin is at least, say, 25% or more, because you got to account for returns, right? So if you sell a $1,000 product, let's say you profit decently well on it, but if you get one return that's unfulfillable, that's unsellable, that's basically you get no money out of, it's going to take like 10 to 15 sales and profit just to pay for that one return, if that makes sense. So like, don't sell high price. Huh?
I was imagining get hit with the replacement.
Well, that happened. Like we routinely sell like $400, $500 products. And it's like, if we get one return that's unsellable, it takes another like 5 to 10 sales of that same product just to make up for the lost money from that one return.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good way to think of it.
Tyson, yeah, plus annual registered agent fees. Yeah, that's where they tax you too. It's like you can just be your own registered agent.
You sell a TV, you get a pair of Nikes back in the box.
yeah, something like that.
Okay, Andrew asked a good question. Started a few months ago, been trying to take it slow. Now is not the time to take it slow. First of all, Andrew, try to put pedal to the metal here, especially today. Spend as much money as you can. How do you recommend a beginner spends their day? Or spends today? Yeah, I mean, you should be out of money after today, to be honest, Andrew. If you're a beginner, you probably got a couple $1,000, which should be no problem to spend. You should find some of the best sales going on and then go look at the sellers who are selling that brand. That's like the easiest low-hanging fruit. If you have a little bit of experience sourcing certain brands, or like personally you're good at sourcing certain like categories, just off like back of mind knowledge, then start opening up those pages. Pop open the one click with Seller App, just click the extension, it'll find the product on Amazon for you, and just kind of compare back and forth there. But yeah, you should be able to easily burn through your money today. Like, it is, the success rate of products you look at is what do we think? At least 2 or 3 times higher.
And this is the strat for the rest of today. It's 6 o'clock. So end the Zoom right after I explain this, right? End the stream. Watch 1 to 3 live sourcing videos on any of our YouTube channels, right? You're good there. After that, open up some of the websites we talked through. Either put on Big Booty Mix 14 or Buy Box Bandit episode. And get to work. It's that simple.
That's simple. Now, see,
that 7, that puts you to 7. Then you have 5 hours to spend essentially every dime to your name.
And your entire net worth.
We laugh, but like, don't spend an irresponsible amount of money for it, Andrew. But you should be able to burn through whatever your business budget is today.
Unless you're like 19. If you're 19, balls to the wall. Big Booty Mix 23, more leads. Yeah, see, that's interesting, right? I like at the start when it's like you and Yeah, either that or
exactly which Big Booty Mix starts.
I rock with the Big Booty Mix is heavy. Yeah. How to open up a back account, rules to not get caught. I would really, really recommend avoiding that if at all possible. I would probably honestly go as far as like hitting up Amazon and such for specifics, but you have to sell different types of products, different information completely, etc. Like, probably avoid that though.
Somebody earlier asked, how do you do your bookkeeping? Is there an app? So you want to use a bookkeeper, right? You're in the Amazon business. You're not in the bookkeeping business. Pay somebody to do it. What does Chris usually say like his threshold is for people actually hiring a bookkeeper? He's given a number before.
20 grand a month. We had his, do you know his partner, Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan Apel.
Yeah, we had him on BBB today, actually.
Oh, did you? Dude, Ryan is legit. That guy is like as legit as they come.
Money. Yeah.
Bro,
yeah, it's insane.
He gets on. I was like, you in your warehouse? He's like, yeah, I'm in our conference room.
Yeah, it was lit. Yeah, it was like, I think it's the website said.
Say less, bro.
They just built their warehouse. Like, he just built their warehouse from the ground up.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
50-inch TV in their conference room.
Angel, do just track your cogs through like a seller board or something like that, and then combine it with QuickBooks. I 20K bookkeeper is like cool to say, but it's like really expensive if you're doing 20K revenue, and I don't think you really need it there.
Yeah, I don't mean to flash the lead for you guys, but like if you know right there, in terms of Cyber Monday sales.
That's no longer. So we ordered 3 of them originally. Dan and I.
No, Dan, I could find Dan. If you gave me enough, I could find Danny's in his crib. I probably.
So I lost mine. There was a while that Miles had the only remaining stock left.
Well, but this is such fun. Like the quality is so
nice.
Why are you guys not selling the merch? Are you?
We only got, I don't know. Well, it's exclusivity too, part of it. I don't know.
Right. We do like a limited drop.
Peter actually sells our merch. We don't.
Which is interesting.
There's so many more important things to do.
Yeah. Andrew literally is 19, by the way. The kid that you were joking about being 19, Miles.
Oh shit! I wasn't even talking about
He actually is 19.
Oh, so he's a Bills fan too. Okay, interesting.
Somebody asked, and I'm curious to hear from you guys too. Were your sales better on Friday, or have they been today for you guys? Like Black Friday versus Cyber Monday, like actual Amazon sales. Today,
Black
you said?
Friday is always really good.
Yeah, I haven't checked today yet. Let me just.
One of my first 10 balls was 2 years ago, Black Friday.
Oh, Black Friday this year was well, at least as far as like how today is shaping up, I think Black Friday will be significantly better than today.
Yeah, Black Friday is better. Just looking at it right now.
Game worn final BBB hoodie.
Bro, we should start auctioning off like Black Friday worn merch.
Like literally like game worn jersey.
Insane. That's insane.
Sourcing jersey.
Happy Monday used keyboard. Black Friday.
That would be so fun. 9-5 Flips4Miles.
20% rack. Yeah, definitely. A lot of the cash back services are insane today too. On top of all the really good sales, like there is no excuse today.
Yes. So it depends how long it takes for you to load your delivery dates. It's worth a shot, Rami, honestly though. See, now this is interesting. This is in one of the, actually that might be the hottest take I think I've ever seen.
It is extremely hot.
That is an extremely hot take. Yeah.
Extremely hot.
Yeah.
20%. But I totally believe that it could be depending on like what you're optimizing for.
Yeah, for sure. Orange glasses worth. See, now here we go. Now we're talking, right? So this guy's 19 too. Okay. So you get paid out every 2 weeks, and FBM gets added to your balance 7 days after the latest expected delivery date.
If you've ever been hit with an IP complaint after you validated the product, yeah, I mean it's always gonna happen. So like you just appeal it if you do get hit. Haven, I'm pretty sure in the roadmap you got the templates to beat that as well.
Facts.
But if you do get hit and it's like a brand that started passing them out, like all that kind of stuff, like usually I'll sell it on third-party marketplaces after that.
Okay, a couple of you guys just joined the roadmap too, guys. We got an hour and 40 minutes left, right? 22 plus hours of video content, private Discord. We have a weekly Zoom call every Sunday. You got Ask Warner and I questions and such. There's 50 plus hours of coaching call recordings. There's a bunch of like bonuses, downloads, etc. And it's $100 off the only sale of the year for another hour and 40 minutes. And we have a full 2-week money back guarantee on that as well. Is it usually? Yeah, it's normal this time of year, Jules. When you've been squeezing the buy box as hard as you've been squeezing it, yeah, that'll happen. Where you got to grab the buy box and never let go. Never let go.
When do sales pick up? Boy, they bend.
Yeah, like probably about a week ago. It's like, but either way, it's all about what inventory you have in stock.
Yeah, yeah. He said Friday was better for him too. He's legit. So it's interesting. I think Cyber Monday was our better day last year, but I think it was just like the nature of like having pricing dialed in and stuff rather than general market.
Well, the thing is, tonight will probably be a way better than Black Friday night because people work today.
Yeah,
Black Friday, people are home all day. So it was probably like a busy morning, afternoon. But I expect the night, like tonight, it's probably going to be popping just because everyone's home, everyone's on Amazon.
So why do people use FBM? So right now, a lot of the Amazon FBA warehouses are starting to get backed up. And even if they're not backed up, it's still going to be a week or two minimum for your product to go live. Meanwhile, if you want to FBM and you receive something today, you're going to get that item listed today. And because volume's so up across the board, there's a lot less competition. There's more demands. There's more FBM buy box share to go around. So this time of year, you can just sell items way quicker, replenish them way quicker, and just print the wealth way faster.
I mean, it's more like legwork, but it's more profit. Like you get paid for your time basically. And that's why it's so much better for everyone who's got limited capital trying to, grow fast, all that kind of stuff. You just test the concept faster.
And you learn so quick. The learning's the big thing too. Like that's by far the big thing.
Matt's asking if there's discounted gift cards on the roadmap. That is
yeah, that 10% cash back today too. Actually, we actually do need to get WAP to start allowing that. That'd be good banter.
That would be funny if we could see racketed.
Somebody asked if the roadmap sale ended. No, right? You said what? 8 p.m. Eastern, hour and a half.
Yeah, a couple more hours. Yeah. Corey, is Wholesale Challenge still on sale?
Yeah, so it'll be on sale till 11:59 p.m. tonight. Code is, I think, Black Friday $375, so $75 off the Wholesale Challenge replays, and that'll get you free admission to the live session in January too. So we're doing another live challenge January 22nd.
Oh, that's fire. Yeah.
So anybody that purchases the replays can get in on the live.
Yeah. If you guys want to do OA, hop in with Miles and I. If you want to do wholesale, go check out Corey.
Some of the best banter was Corey was like, Chris lowered the price, and I didn't even know.
Without me looking.
Gosh, should I use my financial aid loan to buy more leads? I assume you mean for college, friendly and safe. You probably need that for college. So no idea right there.
Yeah, I don't know if I feel comfortable.
Sell the Xbox though.
Telling somebody.
Definitely sell the Xbox.
You can probably get a couple racks for a kidney too, here and there if it really gets desperate.
You could sell your plasma. You could sell. I'm sure you could sell other stuff.
You said that's
somebody said Corey, how's George? He's asleep right there, but
not
he'll be
time
making
for that yet. Yeah,
not yet.
That's a good play. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense right there. Yeah. Okay, where should newbies start? So. Step one, you're in the right place, right? You're in the right place thinking about this stuff. Now you need to do the prerequisite 5 to 10 hours of YouTube consumption, Barbara, right? You need to get Seller Amp, you need to get Keepa, basic shipping supplies. That's really, really easy. The big thing is just kind of watching the YouTube videos, familiarizing yourself with the process. Luckily, ungating is really easy, so you can do ungating in pretty much any brand that you want pretty easily. The auto ungate list of ASINs is down below in the description too if you want a bunch of list of brands that are auto ungated right off the bat, and we'll be good to go.
One of the easiest FBM items is Christmas items, gingerbread houses, ornaments. Yeah, I mean, don't forget like clothes, t-shirts, all that sort of stuff. Anything less than a pound is going to be game changing in terms of from a price perspective.
And that only makes sense to FBM at this point. It's just not going to check in fast enough.
And really, anything you can throw in a poly mailer is just so easy, so efficient, so quick.
Yep, just Chad scale, right? Yes, pick a Rick knows, right? FBM, buy FBM replenish.
Somebody said use the financial aid on a Lambo.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Now again,
interesting.
That is interesting. Yeah, that'd be that. Let's see. A Lambo is like what would be like a really bad Lambo be like 2K a month?
They're like 200, right? Outright. So yeah, 2 or 3K a month probably.
3 bands a month for the Lambo. Okay.
Interesting.
That's crazy that people pay that much per month for a car.
But I mean, it's a Lambo though.
Well, yeah, I'm with you, Corey.
Do you generally credit limit increases every 2-3 months? I would definitely request them just to make sure you get them. It depends on the cards. It depends what your score is. But I think if you're looking for more, it makes sense to manually request more.
Is the Amazon Restack recommendation accurate? No, I would go based off your own. Unfortunately, there's not really a good platform, good software, good service that really accommodates that. So I would do it in-house. Either task a VA with that. I think Warner has some nerdy Excel sheet that he uses. I would just do it in-house.
Okay, somebody had a good question here, and I think a lot of people have it, so let's address it. So this person said, my end goal is wholesale, but I'm new to Amazon. When should I consider making the transition? So my advice that I always give people is if you're starting out Amazon, don't start with wholesale. Don't start with private label. Start with in my opinion, I think you should start with retail arbitrage because it's the quickest feedback loop. You can watch a YouTube video and take action within 1 hour. But retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, same type of gig, right? So bottom line, start with retail arbitrage or online arbitrage. Continue doing that to get your reps in, learn how to read the keep a graph, learn how to send shipments. Once you have 5 to 10K in cash from doing arbitrage, then I would look to not just ditch arbitrage and pivot straight to wholesale, but start adding wholesale to the mix, right? Start taking, 10, 20, 30% of your time dedicated to finding wholesale suppliers, but never cut off your arbitrage business until you get to the point where wholesale is just, you're just drowning in opportunities, which is going to take a while. So there's also people like you guys know this. There's plenty of sellers out there. They do online arbitrage during back to school and Q4 every year because it's so easy to make money. And then they do wholesale the whole rest of the year. So arbitrage is one of those skills that once you have it, you can always go back to it. But it doesn't make sense to transition too early until you have at least, like I said, 5 to 10K cash, ideally more.
Yeah, but the other thing to know is that there's no real hard prerequisite amount of cash. Right. If you find a deal you can't afford, well, there's a community of people that will be willing to go in on that deal with you. Right.
Yep.
And you can still profit off of 50K MOQ, even if you only have 10 for put that order. Right. You split it across 2 or 3 different ways. You still get a piece of the pie. You still profit and everyone wins. Right. So there's a couple of things to know. Obviously, you have to be building these relationships so you don't find an opportunity you cannot afford. And 2, build your dream team of sellers to begin with that you can be networking with and game planning with and tag teaming these orders with to begin with when you find them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did we answer this starting today? Where should I start?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, we did answer it?
No,
Retail arbitrage or online
Tyler,
arbitrage.
yeah, Tyler, go watch Miles and I's Cyber Monday sourcing videos.
Yep.
Look at the sites we sourced, use the tools we used, and stay up for a couple extra hours tonight. You'll make some money. It's like now is the time to put in a little bit of extra elbow grease.
Yeah, you have a very I could tell just like based on your name, you're probably gonna get some pretty good FBM buy box share. The profile pic makes me a little nervous. But yeah, seller amp, keep Amazon account, auto on gate list is in the description, and we'll be good.
The under the lowercase t is kind of a question mark.
No. That's a good sign. No, you can tell he doesn't think too much of himself, right? Like if you're not taking yourself too seriously, right?
You can at least capitalize your first name.
First name.
Miles's next venture is just looking at your YouTube username and determining whether or not you will succeed at Amazon.
He's almost like he's palm reading, but instead of
it's
somebody's palm, he's like reading their YouTube name.
That's what I was just thinking.
So this person's asked us a few times. Let's help them out. So they said they sold 17 units of a product in 4 days. They have the opportunity to get 75 more units at a really good margin, but the buy box is gone because there's no one on the listing. So I want to clarify that. Is the buy box gone because there's nobody on the listing, so it's completely sold out? Or is the buy box suppressed, meaning it's only showing click here to view options, right? If it's suppressed, then probably the current sellers on the listing, they're priced so high that Amazon suppressed the buy box. So I would do the math and say, if you buy those 75 more units, can you send them in and price them at a point where basically can you undercut the current sellers to revive the buy box and still make sales at a profitable price? So I hope that makes sense. Typically you can, but it depends on the product.
Can you believe there's an alternate universe where all 4 of us are like walking home in Manhattan in the freezing cold in the suit and tie after another day of never seeing the sun?
I'm looking the train station here in Charlotte, like it's literally outside my apartment. It's the light rail, and it's like every day the 8 a.m. train and the 4 p.m. train is just like suits, like filled, like they're sardines in that train, like packed to the brim. I'm walking my dog every morning when they're out there boarding, and I'm just like, oof. And like I'm not looking down on anybody, but like I'm just that literally was me. Yeah. That literally was me, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm so glad.
It's just these little internet rabbit holes. We got 141 of you guys in here who got a shot at making it. If you slithered your way here somehow, you got a shot. It's time to get to it.
There was one. So something about a credit card.
Real quick, Vico said the price is too high, so that's why the buy box was suppressed. So that's a good opportunity, Vico. So if you can jump on that listing and let's say undercut the existing sellers by 10, 20, 30%, more than likely that will unsuppress the buy box. And as long as you're still making a good margin at that price, then you should have no problem selling those products. Sorry, Garrett. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, no worries. Someone was asking how many credit cards should a new seller get? So a new seller who has no experience should get 0, right? You shouldn't get any credit cards until you actually have some experience and fluency with what you're looking at, right? Some sort of relative confidence. I'd probably start with cash for your first $1,000 just to really audit what you're trying to do and then go from there. Obviously, we're not trying to get you to open $50,000 worth of credit with no clue what you're doing because that's a recipe for disaster. But yeah, take it slow, take it easy. But ultimately, there's enough content where you should be able to pick up steam pretty quick.
So you want to have Keepa and SellerAmp, so you can do like Keepa Product Finder, which is a method we don't really talk about much on here, but we have a ton of stuff in the roadmap on that. The variations tab, the offers tab, there's a lot of stuff in Keepa, and the Keepa apps help as well. You really do want to have both.
Do you need to master Keepa before wholesaling? I mean, ideally, but not necessarily, right? Not every wholesale order is going to be 2,000 units deep, 5,000 units deep, right? Not every wholesaler is going to be built the same. You're naturally probably going to go a little bit deeper in some of the wholesale orders just because it makes sense from a price perspective. But as you scale this business, whether it's OA or wholesale, you should be getting more comfortable and confident with your Keepa analysis regardless, right? Even if you're not planning on getting into wholesale, if it's just OA, you still should be developing that confidence and the fluency with what you're looking at to be able to make educated and accurate purchases, right? Because 3 quarters out of the year, it's not this easy, right? You're going to come in March and June and July, right? And things are going to look a little different, right? You're going to have to put more emphasis on the historical buy box, the historical trending of the offer count, all those sorts of things, right? Because again, we don't have the luxury to buy into these temporary markets with the speed of FBA, right? So with FBA taking 3 to 4 weeks for the transfers and all those things, you're just naturally going to have to be able to really understand accurately what's going on with the products.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why that sounds like a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah, moving your money faster is always a good idea.
I can't find anything to do, and when I do, it's restricted. So, first of all, getting unrestricted is very, very easy. Second of all, you can't find anything to sell. You just haven't done it enough, right? You know the methods that work, right? We can look inside the storefronts of other sellers and see exactly what they're selling. And then all you have to do is find them at a decent profit margin, which comes from Googling the products with SellerAmp. And then subsequently today and tomorrow, pretty much every website has sales going on. So a lot of stuff's going to be profitable. So Diana, if you watch the video I posted yesterday, the video Warner posted today, you're going to see tons of examples of winning products. And you literally just have to do that. And if you do it long enough, it will work.
Is it the same video?
No. So Warner's is like a Cyber Monday video. I mean, mine's the one from last night.
Yeah, we both ripped one today.
Let's go. Print the wealth.
It's awesome.
Print the wealth.
Nice.
Print the wealth. Restocking, is it harder to source with lower margins? Nope. Prices go to the moon next week. So it could even be easier to source. And you're going deeper on proven products. So it's significantly easier to deploy capital.
Yeah, that's why like you buy on Black Friday, you FBM it. A week later, you have your proof of concept. You know exactly how fast it sells, and then you can restock right away as the prices are already going up. Even if it's a 20% sale next week instead of a 30%, on like it will be on a lot of websites, it'll still be profitable after some Q4 bump, that kind of thing.
Yep.
But keep in mind, right? A lot of the stuff the next week, the markets can and probably will go down, but they're all going to go back up as we approach the single digits of December, the early teens of December, right? The next week is probably going to see a lot of decrease in a lot of markets just because everyone's trying to rush to the same markets. But patience is going to prevail, I promise.
Well,
you make your money December 14th through the 21st every year. That is the best week of the entire year, every year to be an Amazon seller. 14th through the 21st. You should be optimizing your entire business to blow that week out of the water.
Yeah, but in the meantime, right, just be casually printing the FBM wealth, and then whatever you got left for December 14th, great. But you want to be selling through and replenishing as many times as possible between now and then. And then in subsequent years, when you're a lot more prepared, you have a lot more capital, you have a lot more FBA stock, you can be a little bit more tactical like that.
So Scott had a good point. He's like, and he said, enjoy it while it lasts. Keepa's the most underpriced software out there. So you're right. And Scott, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you guys know this, but some of you on this call might not have been around when Keepa actually used to be fully free. So now you got to pay for the data plan to see the sales rank. that used to be a free feature. So Keepa used to be like, I've never paid for Keepa until I think it was like right when I started wholesale around 2019 is when they made like the sales rank feature paid feature. Before that, it was free. And I think the reason it's so cheap, guys, I mean, Warner and Miles, you would know, but I think it's because they make all their money from like developers and people tapping the Keepa API, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think that's where they make most of their money anyways.
Their competitors' data also happened to disappear the week they started charging, which is very interesting.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, Diana,
that's an off-stream combo.
just submit the receipt like everyone else does, and you'll be good to go.
Who was the competitor?
Camel. Remember how they used to have
that was Camel was like an OG tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember using it with books back in the day. Like I was like, I was like primarily using it, and then
it was the tool. Yeah, it was like if you were selling books back in like 2017, 2018, you'd use Camel, and then it's not that Keepa was inferior, but I feel like it's like Camel was like the sales rank tool, and then it like switched to Keepa.
It's just tough because the UPCs don't match. It'd be really tough to aggregate that type of data.
Yeah. Is reverse sourcing the most successful sourcing? It is if you're new, because you like cheat. It's basically like you already know what people are selling. You just have to see if you can find it cheap enough. As you get more and more experience, you don't want to, like, by definition, you're following people when you're reverse sourcing. So that's why you want a manual source. But if you're brand new, you're just not going to know what to look at. So it just like helps you bridge the gap.
Invested in
love that.
I assume you mean roadmap connected with 4 sellers. That's a vibe. Interesting, Paul. So you look a little bit like Amazon Kingpin, who's another good dude.
It does look like Kingpin.
Yeah. That's the best story was Kingpin. Taylor was telling us on the pod how Kingpin was like, dude, like, let me stay at your house. They had never met. He stays at his house and rents a Lambo.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I'm not a tax guy. Can software be written off? I mean, do your own research, but in general, yes.
I mean, yeah, and any expense that
expense,
is required for, but we can give you that tax advice that is.
Yeah, that's the only tax advice we could give.
That crib Avery and Taylor had was nice. Like that shit was real. So Corey, you went all these years. Were you watching anyone on YouTube back in the day, or like were you just not consuming Amazon stuff?
No, not really watching it. I mean, I watched Larry Labarsky since 2019.
Yeah, well, I'm more so mean like 2020, 2021 when you were Chad scaling. But interesting.
So you just didn't know like any of
ripping pod, or like what the hell were you doing all day? Like,
dude, I was literally just like cold calling suppliers and like in the storage unit with no windows, prepping products and just like all that shit. I just like didn't even. I think if I would have known that this whole like world existed, I definitely would have tapped in a lot earlier. But like it's one of those things where you just don't know what you don't know, and I was just like knee deep in the trenches, like didn't have time.
Quantity. A bunch of orders, Samuel. Just place a bunch of orders. You'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Is that yours, Samuel? You got it. That's a good vibe. How late are you guys sending FBA shipments for Christmas? Pretty much done now. Just should be. If you're asking this question, you should be pumping FBM probably.
I always remember Chris Potter was like, "Yeah, I got a friend who's big on LinkedIn. You want to interview?"
Which is funny because I was like never posted on LinkedIn at that point.
Like, he's more heavy into LinkedIn, but he doesn't have a social media. And then
shout out to Chris for just like propping me up.
I go to your profile with like nothing, and Miles was like, "Bro, are you like we shouldn't?" Miles was against it in the beginning. He was like, "Nah, bro, he doesn't even have a tweet."
Yeah, well,
I never tweeted.
And then your profile picture was like in the boomer suit.
I had like a goober picture,
legit. Yeah, like your forehead was looking like the size of like the continent of the United
States. Oh, I remember that picture.
One can say I changed your life.
Oh, 100%. I credit you and Miles. Well, and also too, Garrett started. Like, I think I reached out to you and was like, "Hey, like, you guys want to have me on?" Then you ghosted me, and I was like, "Hey, do you guys want to have me on?" I like asked again. You're like, "Oh yeah, I guess."
Oh, you did. So after.
Sometimes it takes a follow-up, man. Corey, you know it isn't wholesale, Corey. It takes a follow-up sometimes.
That was a good.
I knew I haven't because I told Miles about you. He was like, "Nah, we're not having him on." And then a couple of weeks.
I don't know about that.
I wouldn't have blamed. I mean, like you said, I was non-existent on social media.
Yeah, and then I just like went super well. And the cool part is, if you guys want to know how small a world it is, so I actually went to high school with one of Corey's best friends from college. And we were 3 states apart.
And like I think when the Buy Box Bandits interview came out, like put it on my story or something, and he texts me immediately. He's like, "You know Miles?" He's like, "How do you know Miles?" I was like, "I don't, but I just met him."
Yeah.
Somebody said, Gina, yeah, it's never too late to start on Amazon. I didn't until I turned 65.
That's awesome.
So that is awesome to see. There's another person, Garrett, in our Discord. Do you know Tracy, 7-figure Grammy? Garrett, she's crushing it.
Awesome.
She's crushing it. She's been
She's
selling
on
on
Walmart,
Amazon.
right?
Yes, she does a lot of Walmart too. But dude, she was in the pilot program for FBA. She's been selling on Amazon since 2000. I was 5 years old when she started.
I was 0, bro.
Yeah. Like Warner was a fetus when she started selling on Amazon.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay. Here we go. So, Jay, I'm 17, worried about taxes ruining my snowball effect since I can't write off any of my expenses. Should I get a job to counter tax from FBA? So, what I would do if I were you, Jay, so you are in a great spot in that because you're young and doing things, I would bet really, really good money if you cold called 10 of the CPAs in your town and said, I'm 17, I'm doing my own business, and I have no idea what to do with taxes. I bet someone would help you out. I really think someone would right there. And talk to your parents too, because you should be able to write stuff off.
Oh yeah, that's tricky because he can't even have his own account, right? Not until you're 18.
Well, but then you're doing it under someone's name, though, right? Yeah. So yeah, Jay, I would do that if I were you. I would just like that. I was in a similar spot to you. I was pretty young when I got started. Like people want to help out people. Pete Flips, Chad scaling FBM. How do we determine if it's the right product? Picture and title, and occasionally UPC, but picture and title.
Oh my goodness, bro. I might actually be broke after this week. The team is going insane. I don't know. I'm sure you're about to be broke 2 miles, hopefully.
Well, hey, you just send me the site. You send me the site.
We bought 1,000 units yesterday. He's already, how many units has he got on here today?
Oh, okay. I'm currently, dude, good work. Yeah, dude. Yeah, definitely, man. So the nice thing is that, like depending, you're going to be at a super low tax bracket there, but just honestly, like, dude, it'd be nice. Like I'm sure there's some CPA who relates to you, like who would be probably one to help. Let's go. That's what's up. Lucky trades right there.
What's up, man?
That's what's up. Logo. Appreciate it. Hey, sending love back to Deutschland right there. Appreciate it, family. Appreciate it.
Pronunciation was on point.
No. I would
have missed that one.
He's from PA. Like, what do you expect?
Paula said she sold 46 orders FBM this weekend, sending her shipping to 0-day turnaround. This is the best she's ever sold FBM. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens, right? 0-day handling time, it's going to skyrocket your FBM buy box percentage.
That's well. Okay, so ironically, I did a consultation on Friday with a pal, not this pal, I don't think, looked very different. Pumped FBM this weekend too during pickup orders. So if your name's Paula, that I guess is another bullish indicator on FBM buy box share actually.
Because you also have Paulo, like the. If your name is any variation of Paul, like
if you have a Paul with a vowel at the end of it, you're
and if you're from Indiana too, that's actually a newfound major trade as well. If you're from Indiana,
Indiana's been climbing the state ranks for sure.
It's comfortably in the top 10. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Indiana just exported Sam though, so
no, it counts. So you got because that. But here we go. Sam's actually from PA.
Interesting. Okay.
Something to think about.
Apps for mileage tracking. Yeah, you can get. There's a bunch of them out there, Tanya. What I did, because I was dumb and forgot to track it, you can check like your Google timeline. It'll show you how many miles you drove, and it's like, oh, that day I was going to this thrift store. Here's how long that trip was. That kind of thing.
No, so government track. You turn that off.
They're already going to. They're already keeping that data. You might as well be able to use it.
South Georgia actually is very bullish for FBM sales too. We got Sawyer Souls, we got J-Rod FBA down here. We got my dog Jules there too. Bullish, man.
I'm still waiting for the Jules and Sawyer link.
Facts.
Sawyer's coming to Charlotte this weekend. I'm supposed to see him on Sunday.
That's wealth.
He's going to meet George.
He didn't hit me back. Oh, well. Is there a spreadsheet bracket? Ooh. Oh my God, we should do that. Pete, get the bracket. Pete, get the bracket for the FBM Cup, actually. Yeah. Pete, get the bracket for the FBM Cup.
You need like we need like a state Google form, and it's like a updating spreadsheet. Like
Facts.
Yeah, instead of teams, you should just do single contributors week by week.
'Cause, this one kid on the towels, like I think he's like he's a really good dude, but he posted like a 20K month, and I replied like this year's 7 seed, and all the next sub guys thought that shit was funny as hell. Yeah. PA King slides right into the buy box. Yeah.
Should beginners go to stores, do RM or source products online? Today, source them online. Just because like there's insane amounts of good sales. Typically, go in store if you're brand new, but today is a special occasion.
What up, Tony? Tony, are you from Vegas? I can't remember. I think Tony's from Vegas. We're about to mob out at ASD, that's for sure. Can you imagine the squad in the August ASD? How big it's gonna be? Because like I feel like the community ballooned like crazy since August, ever since the back to school FDM pump.
We should be able to take over Miami too.
Oh, facts. Yeah, just got.
I just bought my ticket today. Yeah, for Miami.
Bang.
Oh, you're not speaking?
Nope.
You should try to. Do you want to?
Romer interviewed me last week. I told him I
Wow.
was down to speak
Nice.
if they
Okay,
wanted to.
Yeah, because you kicked ass at the Amazon United one too. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I mean the fit was like crazy, but like other than that,
I knew you were gonna say that. I'm gonna get shit for that forever. Gotta look presentable, right? Can't be looking like a bum on stage.
no, you were looking like your wife's personal trainer was like taking her out to dinner and stuff. Like,
What does that even mean?
Get the truckload. Oh, that's fire. I have my own warehouse. Nice. Corey, so when did you get rid of your warehouse that you had? Because I know you had one at some point.
We got rid of it middle of 2021, maybe 2021, I think.
Yeah.
And we had bought it. We used it for like 6 to 7 months, and we sold it.
Fire. Okay. Oh, damn, you sold it? Okay. It's just you buy whatever's cheaper. Just in general, UPS sometimes is cheaper above £1. USPS is cheaper too, though. No. Come on. Trust the cousins up here. Just trust us. We got you, right? We wouldn't recommend you. We didn't help thousands of other people do it, right? Just trust the well. Trust the well.
I think George gave us our cue there.
He's just barking at the wall.
All right, get on it. Yeah, get on it, Corey.
George was like, "Where's my time?" That was honestly almost perfect timing.
That blur body's coming crazy too. He's picking up the bolo. He's sourcing the bolo. Stop the bolo.
the dog is the bolo.
George has a timer. He knew exactly he was at 45.
Yeah, we knew we were 45.
He's like, fuck.
He's barking at nothing.
Yeah, give him an up close camera actually shot right here. Yeah, give him an up close.
Get a little closer here.
Big body bends. That is a big body.
He's so
That is
heavy.
a big body.
He's the laziest boy ever.
Boy,
He's gonna get thrown here.
Okay, so ladies and gents, right, here we go. SOP for the rest of the night. So, right, you close down the stream right after this, right? Big Booty Mix 14, right? Go source the FDM sales. Or the OAC.
No, not the 30 minutes of live sourcing.
That's it. Yeah, you actually do need the pregame. You do need the pregame. The pregame game.
30 to 45 minutes of live sourcing. Pick your poison up here of the YouTube channel. Then close YouTube video. Open up all the sites that were visited. Get the big booty mix going, and it's game on from there.
Good site to source today, Puma.com. Right there. Cool. All right, guys. So an hour and 10 minutes till the FBA roadmap sale closes. It's the only sale of the year. You can save $100 on it. There's 22 hours of video content, a private Discord, a weekly Zoom call that we've been hosting for the last year and a half. All those Zoom call coaching recordings are posted as well, so you can check out like last year's call recordings if you want to from Q4. I think makes a lot of sense. You can ask Warren and I questions if you need them and such. And there's a couple other bonuses included, and there's a full 2-week money back guarantee. So that's linked in the description right there if you guys are interested. And we will see you guys in the next one.
Awesome.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks for hanging out,
See you
guys.
guys.
See you guys.
Have a good one. See you guys next Monday.
Peace.